Harry, during the pandemic, probably the most policed part of the country would have been 10 Downing Street, Westminster, that sort of thing, mate. Now, as we all know, because, they've admitted it and there's no better standard in British law than admittance, there were lockdown parties going on that policemen were in full knowledge of, yet they failed to act.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening, sir. So
Yeah, sorry, mate, I just...
Specific police officers, is it?
Well, I mean, obviously that'd be for you guys to investigate, but any officer that was was on duty at number 10 during those lockdown parties.
I'm really sorry to interrupt you, sir. I'm really sorry to interrupt, but your phone is cutting in and out, so I'm not getting all your words. So
right, hang on, mate. Hang on.
It's because you're on a hands-free phone. That's what happens normally.
Right, is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
No worries. So, Harry, what I'm phoning to report is that during the lockdown, when no one was supposed to be having parties, there were politicians having parties, and they were guarded by Metropolitan Police officers.
Yeah.
Why did the Metropolitan Police officers allow that to happen? I believe that's a dereliction of duty, misconduct in public office, malfeasance, misfeasance, Bribery Act 2010, you name it. The police were in full knowledge of illegal lockdown parties happening, and they did nothing.
And that's what you want to report, yeah?
Yeah, that, and also, and this one might even go to perverting the course of justice, because...
Okay, sorry, Chris, I'll just interrupt again.
Go on, mate.
Are you making an anonymous report?
Yeah, I'll make it anonymous for now, mate. I've got very little faith that anything will be done.
Yeah, I had to ask that because, otherwise I'll be taking your details. So, no, you carry on then. So,
Yeah, so basically the inaction and the malfeasance from police officers that were at Downing Street and any other places when the illegal lockdown parties, which that's already been established because they've admitted to it. Yeah, and also, mate, I'd like to just bring up that in the recent COVID inquiry, the Chief Medical Officer, Chris Whitty, admitted that the wearing of masks was symbolic. In other words, they weren't actually needed, and that was symbolic. But I believe that quite a few people were actually charged and convicted of various minor offences for not wearing masks and such, when it was completely based on fantasy. Because as the Chief Medical Officer, Chris Whitty, said, it's symbolic. The wearing of a mask was symbolic. They weren't actually doing anything. They were useless. And he's confirmed that. Well, I mean, obviously, mate, they'll be, they'll all be in the court system, won't they? Yeah. None in particular. None that I can give you right now. I'm sure I could find some if you really wanted me to. Yeah, no, not a particular person, mate. Just
Okay, so I've got those 2 points about the lockdown parties and the inaction of the police to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And also what you just mentioned about the masks by frequently being symbolic, and some people got charged and convicted for breaking those rules or whatever.
Yeah. Can I leave that with you, mate, and get a reference number to ring back for an update? Please call me Chrissy. Sir, don't suit me.
Yeah, that's all right, Chrissy. This line is we're literally an intermediary, so we're nothing to do with the police, and we're nothing to do with the public. We're just general people take information here, and we pass it on to the department that's going to investigate all this. But we can't give reference numbers because we don't keep any records here.
Right.
So they're not going to come back to me. That's why I asked if you wanted to be anonymous or not.
Yeah.
If you wanted to leave, I'm not forcing you to, obviously. If you wanted to leave your name and details, then they may call you.
Right, so I've got no way of actually finding out whether or not they've actioned any of my concerns, really.
Well, I can promise you that a report will go after we've had this conversation within the next 15, 20 minutes to the relevant people. And I can't even name you the people it can go to, but it's a team of people that have been set up to investigate all this.
Yeah.
Corruption, abuse, and everything like that. But they're not going to come back contact me.
Yeah, okay, mate. I'll tell you what. If I can give you my name, obviously, is Chrissy, and the phone number is 07